Good morning, students, and welcome back once again to this new class of Standard 7 Mathematics. I'm Miss Rashmi, your video maths teacher. Students, we have finished with our portion for your unit test, second unit test, and you all have received your unit test timetable also. So I hope you all are preparing for your exam. Girls, I have sent one revision through PDF form. That revision questions were taken from miscellaneous practice set. I will just show you all what we have done for revision 1. So these were the questions that I have already sent. Question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 and the last MCQ question. These are the questions that I have sent through PDF as a revision number 1. Okay, and I have also sent the answers on the next day of all these questions. So our revision number 1 is completed. Today in this period we will be doing revision number 2. Chapter wise revision we will be doing now. Okay, apart from this, your live teachers, during your live classes, teachers have also taken some revision. Okay, so enough of revision is being done with you all, but through video I am doing a revision now. So now this is your revision number 2. Chapter 9, direct proportion and inverse proportion. So you all will be writing these questions for your revision number 2. Okay, we'll be writing the answers. Here are the questions. Filling the blanks. First question, filling the blanks. Alright, first question of revision number 9, filling the blanks. As I said, first one, if one quantity increase and other quantity decrease, one is increasing, other is decreasing, then two quantities are in dash proportion. What do you think? What is the answer? Very good. The answer is inverse proportion. Inverse. Okay, one is increasing, other is decreasing, it is inverse. Second question, if one quantity increases and the other quantity also increases, then two quantities are in dash proportion. So both are increasing. Then it is which proportion? Very good. Answer is direct proportion. Got it? Fine. So these two filling the blanks are done now. Let's see to the second main question. If 5 cycles cost rupees 50,000, what is the cost of 9 such bicycles? 5 bicycles cost 50,000. What is the cost of 9 such bicycles? I will be solving the revision paper questions on the next page now. Alright, I have written over here revision 2 answers. Chapter 9 revision 2 answers. So what is the first question? Sorry, second question. First one is filling the blanks. We are already done. If 5 cycles cost, so it is number of cycles, number of bicycles, and cost. Correct? These are the two things that they have given. What is given next? If 5 cycles cost rupees 50,000, what is the cost of 9 such bicycles? So 9 cost how much? Question mark. So you can put it as X. Okay, now I will draw the lines over here. Alright girls, so this is, I have drawn the box over here, number of bicycles and cost. Okay, so 5 bicycles cost 50,000, 9 bicycle cost how much? So X. So since we have taken this X, we will write it over here. Let the cost of 9 bicycles be X. Okay. Next, as now if you see, you are taking more bicycles, so definitely you have to pay more amount. Correct? So as the number of bicycles increases, as the number of bicycle increases, its cost also increase. Correct? Now, what type of proportion is this then? Both are increasing. One quantity increase, other also increases. Yes, it is a direct proportion. Direct proportion. So, therefore, you will take what? You are taking ratio. When it is a direct proportion, you are taking ratio. So, I have written over here ratio. So, how we will take the ratio? 5 upon 50,000 is equal to 9 upon x. Okay. Now, what are you supposed to do? Yes, you will cross multiply. 5 into x is equal to 9 into 50,000. Okay. Now, keep x on one side and shift this 5 on the other side. When you are shifting it, what we will do? It is multiplied, na? So, when it goes on the other side, it will become division. Okay. Now, you know 5 ones are 5. 5 ones are 5. What am I doing? I am dividing the number by 5. 5 ones are 5 and 0, 0, 0, zeros are left. So, 9 into 10,000 will give you 90,000. Okay. So, you will write x. X is equal to 90,000. Now, what is this x? Cost of 9 bicycles. So, you will write it. Therefore, cost of 9 bicycles is 90,000. But is it only 90,000? No, it is rupees 90,000. Okay. So, this was our first question for revision number. Second question of revision number 2. So, I have done the second question now. Moving on to the next question. So, second question, let's see what it is. Third question. 5 students take 12 days to complete a group work or a group project. How many days would 6 students take? 5 students are taking 12 days to complete a group project. How many would 6 students take? So, let us write now the question over here. First, what is given? Number of students and number of days are given. So, we will write that. So, see students, I have written over here number of students and number of days. 5 students take 12 days to complete a group project. 6 students take how many? So that how many you can put it as x. So what you will write over here? Let 6 students take x days to complete a group project. Okay, so you will write that. Now, therefore, as if you see, as the number of students increase, the less days will be required to complete a project. If one increases, the other will decrease over here. More students and they will complete the project in few days only. Correct? So what type of variation it is? First we will write as the number of students increases, the number of days to complete project will decrease. So one is increasing, other is decreasing. So what type of proportion is this? Yes, very good. So you will write therefore it is an inverse proportion. Okay, it is an inverse proportion. Now for inverse proportion, what are you doing, girls? You are taking product. Very good. You will be taking product. Correct? That is, you were taking like this, this upon this. So you will be taking 5 into 12 is equal to 6 into x. Therefore, 5 into 12, this 6 you want to take it this side. It will be upon 6 because here it is multiplied. So this side it will be division. Now you know you can divide the number by 6. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. What did I do? I divided a number by 6. 6 ones are 6 twos are. Now 5 twos are 10. Okay. So this will be 10 days. So you will write, so X is 10 days. So you will write, you can see 5 students took 12 days. So 6 students took lesser days, that is 10 days. So you will write therefore 6 students take 10 days to complete the group project. So the number as, sorry, this is project. Okay, so this is the sum. Clear with this, all of you girls? So this is inverse proportion. Now one direct sum was done, one inverse proportion sum is done. Now let's see about the partnership project, partnership sum. So see the fourth question now. Santosh and Sanjay together invested 1,44,000 in the ratio of 5:4. They together invested total amount this much. Okay, together. 5:4 ratio means 4 ratio was of Santosh, 5 ratio was of Sanjay, and brought a plot of land. After some years, they sold it at a profit of 10%. 10% profit they got. Okay, after selling, after few years, they bought up together, they brought this much plot, paid this much to buy a plot, and after few years, they got 10% profit on that plot. Okay, after selling it. What is the profit each of them got? So let's start with this sum. Now it is given together invested, means total investment was how much? 1,44,000. So you will write total investment is equal to rupees 1,44,000. Okay, this was a total investment. What else is given? Ratio is given. Ratio of, what is given? Ratio of Sanjay and Santosh. Sanjay to Santosh. Is it given Sanjay to Santosh? No, it is Santosh to Sanjay. I will make a correction here. Ratio of Santosh, ratio of Santosh is given first and Sanjay is given second. So Santosh to Sanjay is equal to 4. What is the ratio? 4:5. See, Santosh to Sanjay is 4:5. Santosh to Sanjay is 4:5. Okay. And what else is given? Profit is 10%. 10% profit. 10%. So this is what is given. Okay, girls. Now let's start solving. First, what they have asked. First, we will find out how much is the total investment, how much is the profit, okay, on total investment. Because they have not given individual value over here. Since they have not given individual value, we will find out how much is the total profit. We will remove this percentage and see the total profit made. Okay, let's start. Profit on total investment is equal to 10% of 1,44,000. Okay, so 10% means 10 upon 100 into 1,44,000. So 2 zeros will get cancelled, and what is left is 10 into 1,440. So that will become 144. 144 into 1 will give you 144, and 2 zeros. 2 zeros left. Okay. So 14,400 is the profit. Now, so this was profit. Okay. Initially, it was given profit in percentage. So on that profit in percentage, how much was the actual profit that we found? Now, let's see how much profit each person received. Okay. Let profit received by Santosh and Sanjay be 4x and 5x respectively. Each one of them have given different partner, girls. So you cannot share profit into two equal half. You cannot share it into two equal half. Why? Because Santosh has paid only 4%. That is only fourth amount, and Sanjay has put on fifth part of it. Okay. So then how we will write? So you will write then 4x plus 5x is equal to 14,400. Okay, now 5x plus 4x will give you 9x is equal to 14400. Therefore, you want only x on one side, so shift this 9 on the other side. When you shift 9 on the other side, it becomes division, because here it was multiplied. Now let's cancel. 9 ones are 9. I'm dividing the number by 9. 9 ones are 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 5. And 9 6 are 54 and 2 zeros in front of it. So that becomes 1600. Okay. So Suresh profit will be how much now? So this x you will substitute in this both values. So Santosh profit. Santosh made profit of 4x. So 4 into 1600 will give you how much? 4 zeros are 0. 4 zeros are 0. 4 6 are 24. Carried up 2. 4 ones are 4, 5, 6. So Suresh made profit of 6,400. Santosh made profit of 6,400. And Sanjay made profit of 5x. No? So 5x, that is 5 into 1600. So that will give you 5 zeros are 0, 5 zeros are 0, 5 6 are 30, carried up 3, 5 ones are 5, 7, 8, 8,000. So Santosh made profit of 4x and profit of 6,400, and Sanjay made profit of 8,000. So that's it with this sum number 4, girls. See. Okay, this was our question. How much profit did each of them got? So they got so much profit. So I've solved now all these 4 questions. Thank you.